Ever seen your dog stare at nothing and suddenly bark? Well, here's the thing. It's not nothing. Your dog might be sensing something you can't even imagine. Dogs experience the world in ways that are completely beyond human perception, from seeing invisible patterns to detecting magnetic fields, and even sensing emotions before we feel them ourselves. In this video, we're revealing 13 mind-blowing abilities that prove dogs have superpowers. And trust me, the last one will completely change the way you see your dog. Before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us bring you even more great content like this. Now let's step into your dog's world. Number 1. Dogs can see a hidden world with UV light. You've probably heard that dogs are colorblind, right? Well, that's not entirely true. While their color vision is different from ours, dogs can actually see ultraviolet, UV, light, opening up an entire world that's invisible to human eyes. A study published in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society B found that many mammals, including dogs, have lenses that allow them to detect ultraviolet wavelengths. This means that they see markings on flowers and plants that look completely different under UV light. They notice stains, trails, and residues that we can't see, explaining why they sometimes obsess over nothing on the floor. They might even see subtle differences in human skin and fur, picking up things we'd never notice. Want to get a taste of what they see? Try using a UV flashlight at home, but be warned, you might discover stains you didn't want to see. Number 2. Dogs have a built-in compass, and it's freaky accurate. Ever watched your dog turn in circles before lying down or going to the bathroom? Turns out they're not just getting comfy, they might actually be aligning with Earth's magnetic field. This isn't just a wild theory. A 2013 study by Czech scientists observed over 70 dogs from 37 breeds and found something surprising. When they were in open spaces, dogs almost always aligned themselves along the north-south axis while doing their business. So, what does this mean? Dogs may have an internal biological compass that helps them navigate, much like birds and sea turtles. This could explain why some dogs can find their way home over long distances even without visible landmarks. So next time your dog is circling before lying down, they're not just being weird, they might be tapping into the Earth's secret navigation system. Number 3. Dogs hear sounds you'll never notice. Ever seen your dog suddenly perk up and stare at nothing? It's probably not nothing. Dogs hear high-frequency sounds that are completely outside our range. While humans hear up to 20,000 Hz, dogs detect frequencies as high as 65,000 Hz. That means they hear things we don't even realize exist, like the squeaks of rodents inside walls or distant thunder long before a storm arrives. A study from the University of Adelaide found that dogs are particularly sensitive to sharp, high-pitched noises, which explains why alarms, sirens, or even vacuum cleaners can stress them out. If your dog seems anxious for no reason, they might be overwhelmed by sounds you can't hear. Playing white noise or calming music can help block out the noise and give their ears a break. Number 4. Dog's night vision puts yours to shame. Ever wondered how your dog moves around effortlessly in the dark while you fumble for the light switch? That's because dogs have superior night vision. Their eyes contain a structure called the tapetum lucidum, which reflects light back into the retina, making dim environments much clearer. This is why their eyes sometimes glow in the dark. They also have more rod cells, allowing them to detect movement even in near-total darkness. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Science suggests that dogs' night vision is about 5 times better than ours. So while you struggle to see at night, your dog is effortlessly spotting everything, no flashlight needed. Number 5. Dog's movement radar is always on. Your dog doesn't just see movement, they're wired to detect even the tiniest changes. A special part of their brain is devoted to motion processing, making them highly sensitive to sudden shifts. This is why they react instantly to a flying bug or the slightest twitch of your hand reaching for a treat. Dogs are also experts at reading body language. A study from Lorand University found that they can distinguish between intentional and unintentional human movements, which helps them anticipate what we're about to do. This is why they often know when you're about to grab the leash before you even say a word. Their motion radar is always on and they're watching your every move, even when you don't notice. Number 6. Dogs see the world in their own colors. The idea that dogs see only in black and white is a myth. While their color vision is different from ours, it's far from dull. Dogs primarily see blues, yellows, and shades of gray, which means they struggle to distinguish between reds and greens, But this limited palette still helps them navigate their world effectively. In outdoor settings, the contrast between the blue sky and green grass makes objects stand out more clearly. A study from the University of California, Santa Barbara confirmed that dogs rely on color cues more than brightness when identifying objects. So, if you want to get your dog's attention, choose toys and accessories in blue or yellow. Those will pop the most in their world. Number 7. Dogs are emotional superheroes. Your dog isn't just paying attention to your words, they're reading your body language, tone of voice, and even your scent to understand how you feel. Studies show that dogs can detect changes in human hormones like cortisol, which is linked to stress, and oxytocin, which is linked to happiness. This explains why they often cuddle up to you when you're sad or become extra playful when you're excited. A 2016 study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs can even recognize human emotions just by looking at facial expressions. They don't just sense how you feel, they genuinely understand it. So if you're feeling down, spending quiet time with your dog isn't just comforting, it's their way of saying, I've got you. Number 8. Dogs feel heat like superheroes. Dogs don't need to see you to know where you are, they can literally feel your body heat. Research suggests that dogs have specialized heat sensors in their noses that allow them to detect warmth from living beings, even in total darkness. This skill, inherited from their wolf ancestors, helped them locate prey. Today, it helps them find the coziest spot to snuggle, often right next to you. A study from Lund University in Sweden found that dogs can detect tiny temperature changes, which may explain why they stay close when you're feeling unwell. They're not just looking for warmth, they might be sensing a shift in your body temperature. To keep your pup comfortable, make sure their bed is in a warm spot during colder months. Number 9. Dogs smell secrets you can't hide. Your dog's nose is a biological detective tool, capable of picking up things you'd never notice. Dogs have up to 300 million scent receptors, compared to our mere 5 million, allowing them to detect pheromones that reveal emotions like fear, stress, and even attraction. A study from Azabu University in Japan found that dogs can sense changes in human hormones, which explains why they react differently to people based on their emotional state. They can also detect hormonal shifts, pregnancy, and even illness. If your dog keeps sniffing a specific part of your body, it might not be random. Some dogs have been known to persistently focus on an area, only for the owner to later discover a hidden health issue. For dogs, sniffing isn't just curiosity, it's their way of reading the world and sometimes reading you. Number 10. Dogs hear the Earth's secrets with infrasound. If your dog gets restless before a storm even appears on the radar, they might be detecting infrasound, low-frequency vibrations that travel long distances but are inaudible to humans. A study from the University of Bari, Italy, suggests that dogs can hear these deep sound waves, allowing them to sense approaching storms, earthquakes, and even volcanic eruptions before they happen. Reports of dogs acting strangely just before natural disasters like the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami support this theory. If your dog suddenly seems uneasy for no reason, it might be worth paying attention. Their heightened senses could be picking up on something long before you do. Number 11. Dogs can detect diseases before doctors can. Your dog might be more than just a loyal friend, they could be a life-saving medical detector. Research from the University of Pennsylvania's Working Dog Center found that dogs can identify cancer cells with over 90% accuracy just by smelling samples. Other studies show they can detect diabetes and seizures minutes before they happen, allowing them to alert their owners in time. A 2020 study in Scientific Reports even confirmed that dogs can detect COVID-19 through scent, with some trained dogs achieving above 94% accuracy in distinguishing infected individuals. So, if your dog suddenly becomes obsessed with sniffing you, they might not just be looking for attention, they could be trying to tell you something important. Number 12. Dogs can sense weather changes. Have you ever noticed your dog acting strangely before a storm? Some dogs pace, hide, or seem restless, but they aren't just being dramatic. Dogs can detect subtle atmospheric changes, including shifts in pressure, humidity, and even static electricity in the air. A study from the University of California, Berkeley suggests that animals, including dogs, may be able to sense weather patterns long before humans do. Some dogs even experience small static shocks before lightning strikes, which could explain why they try to seek shelter. So if your pup suddenly seems on edge for no reason, take a look at the sky. They might just be your personal weather forecaster. Number 13. Dogs and the paranormal. Fact or fiction? Do dogs see ghosts, or is it just our imagination? There's no scientific proof that dogs can detect spirits, but countless pet owners report their dogs barking, growling, or staring intensely at nothing. While it's easy to assume they're sensing something supernatural, a more scientific explanation could be their heightened ability to detect ultrasounds, subtle air currents, or even electromagnetic changes in the environment. A study from the University of Northampton explored the possibility of animals being sensitive to electromagnetic fields, which some believe could be linked to paranormal activity. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, one thing is certain: your dog notices things you don't. So if your pup starts acting unsettled in an empty room, trust your instincts, but maybe leave the lights on just in case. Now that you know all the strange things your dog can see, hear, and sense, have you ever wondered what their sleeping position reveals about their emotions? Some of them might surprise you. Click here to watch and find out what your dog's favorite sleep pose really means.